My business is a big change for my business right now is that I converted my entire team of organizers from being 1099 contractors to W-2 employees to go into effect January 1st. And I realized as I was getting ready to figure out everybody's pay rate and figure out the payroll tax, there's so many things to figure out. I came to her and she had been with me for about a month and she was working on auditing my business and starting writing SOPs. And I loved all of that. And I said, but I've got this major thing happening right now and I can't sleep at night and I need help and I don't really even know what I need you to do. But I've got to figure out pay rates for all of these people and I've got to figure out what that implication looks like. And oh, there's this other piece of the way I've been paying my team for this one particular task. Now that's going to change and that's going to be different. And so there were all these movements happening. And so she listened, she took notes, and then within a week, she built out the most beautiful spreadsheet I have ever seen. And it is so detailed, and it's not like anything that I would have thought of. And I'm pretty good at spreadsheets, to be honest with you. It was way above and beyond. It was color coded, it had drop downs, and it broke out all of last year, all of the data, every single client that we've had, how many hours they bought, how much they paid, which organizers worked the job, who was a lead, who was an assistant, which rates those assistants and organizers and leads had to then show us our gross profit. Like it was amazing. It was amazing. And I'll say the last thing about it is I told her, I said, look, I've got these organizers and they work at two different rates. They work at this rate when they're leading and this rate when they're assisting. And I'm wondering, could we combine that rate, but not just take an average, take a weighted average? In my OBM, she's like a math whiz too. That was something specific that I wanted when I was searching. And so she was like, I'll figure it out. And she figured it out. And it was this beautiful, and she actually found this way to save us that our gross profit went up by 2% without, it was just like, what? Dreamy, fantastical kind of results. And then I think back on November, December, and I'm like, I honestly don't know what I would have done without that spreadsheet, without her taking control and taking the lead and just feeling empowered to figure the problem out in the way that she wanted to figure it out. I didn't say math whiz too, that was something specific that I wanted when I was searching. And so she was like, I'll figure it out. And she figured it out. And it was this beautiful, and she actually found this way to save us that our gross profit went up by like 2% without, it was just like, what? Like kind of like dreamy, fantastical kind of results. Um, and then I think back on like November, December, and I'm like, I honestly don't know what I would have done without that spreadsheet, without her taking control and taking the lead and just feeling empowered to figure the problem out in the way that she wanted to figure it out. I didn't say like, build me a spreadsheet that looks like this, that has this data. I was just like, this is my problem. I don't know what to do about it. That was amazing.